So TikTok is kinda weird. What in the devil's spawn? And by that I mean, it's extremely weird. So today, let's hop on the Cringe Express and explore the world of Sims Talk. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, Instant Gaming. On Instant Gaming, you can shop for PC and console games and save a lot of money in the process. They've got a huge library to peruse and incredible discounts on both new and upcoming games, as well as the classics. Unless it's like an indie game or a certain developer I really want to support, these days I buy all my games on Instant Gaming. So head over to Instant Gaming using the link in the description. But first, if you can't tell from my videos, I actually sort of love cringe shit. In this case, I don't know what's more bizarre, the fact that he's so good at this, or that this is an EA sponsored video.
It's getting weird.
But when it comes to these Sims in real life videos, something about them is very disturbing. I actually worked at a grocery store one time, and I'm imagining if I saw this when I was working, no cap, I probably would have quit right then and there. Because I would just assume these are robot people and AI has taken over. But on the other end of the spectrum, we have a lot of these cozy aesthetic Sims videos on TikTok. Unpopular opinion incoming, I do not like the cozy aesthetic. And let me tell you why. From a content creator perspective, I equate cozy with lazy, because 9 times out of 10, the videos are super low effort. And as a viewer, I just think cozy content is so boring. If I want to listen to someone talk super slow and calm to the point where I want to fall asleep, I'll just talk to my grandma, you know? And a lot of Sims players love the cozy aesthetic. As a matter of fact, there's a ton of paid promo for The Sims by cozy gamers on TikTok. Take this video for instance. One thing that's really interesting is I noticed a lot of the sponsored Sims videos on TikTok are actually not from members of the EA Creator Network. This is very different from YouTube, where almost all of the sponsored Sims videos are from EA partners. If you can't tell, it is very important as a cozy gamer girly that you have an aesthetic setup. The one in this video probably cost 10 grand, not exaggerating on that. Anyway, I'm curious how much EA paid this person for this life and death sponsorship, because for once in my life, I'm on EA's side and they deserve a refund. Also, not the top comment being The Sims 4 is boring. They're eating her up out here.
Sims have sent me a bespoke The Sims themed advent calendar with festive challenges, giveaway codes,
An EA partner spotted in the wild.
Stay tuned as I reveal more, and head to my Instagram where I will reveal details on the giveaways throughout the month.
This is Emma Nicole. You may have recognized her from some of my videos. No hate toward her, by the way. I don't know why, but she doesn't really bother me in the same way that a lot of the EA partners do, because I feel like she owns the fact that she is just a professional influencer.
I just received a huge box of goodies from Enzoy.
She's not only sponsored by The Sims, she's also sponsored by Enzoy, Infinity Nikki, probably a bunch of other games as well. But I feel like she leans into it, you know? She doesn't try to hide it or pretend like she's not biased, at least from what I can tell. But around the holidays, EA sent out a bunch of these Plum Bob advent calendars to various influencers. And among other things, these calendars contained a bunch of game codes.
Some game codes!
It makes you wonder how many free copies of The Sims 4 they give away each year.
More game codes where that came from.
I honestly think it's in the thousands, because I used to see giveaways all the time on Twitter. My feed would just be full of EA partners doing giveaways for game codes.
More game codes. You get a game code. You get a game code.
We can take this ride wherever it goes.
Sims 3 really has some of the best environmental design of any Sims game.
There's no beef between me and Lil Simsy. There's no controversy here. I don't even know her.
I'm crying on the floor Trisha Paytas style from this video.
I made a video a couple of days ago just talking about my haircut and how it looks a lot like Lil Simsy's haircut and not the haircut I asked for.
This guy got a haircut and he like jokingly said he looks like Lil Simsy, and apparently her fans were livid.
I wasn't making fun of Lil Simsy or her hair. I was just pointing out the fact that her and I now have a very similar haircut. And somehow, I don't know how, the search bar up at the top turned into Lil Simsy controversy.
I don't know if it was to the level of sending him 500 memes or telling him to off himself like they did me, but the Lil Simsy stans were not happy.
In the comments of my original video, there's also people that are trying to fabricate some controversy between me and Lil Simsy that just straight up isn't there. Again, I don't even know her.
So he had to make this video apologizing to the rabid Lil Simsy stans of the world, who, by the way, you might think are mostly children based on how they act, but in fact, a lot of them are actually adults who just act like children.
Now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
The drama these eyelashes created, it was around the time Love Struck came out, and I distinctly remember getting so much hate when I said these eyelashes were ugly. Did I lie? What were they thinking when they made these? They never should have put them in the game in the first place, let alone make them a selling point of the Love Struck expansion. I said it before and I'll say it again, the standards are in the gutter, right next to these lashes.
Is The Sims 3 better than The Sims 4? But everyone looked exactly the same. The loading times makes The Sims 4 loading times feel instant, and I'm pretty sure more than an hour of playtime would send your computer skyrocketing into the stratosphere.
First of all, he mentions crazy loading times, and I just want to say, the technical problems people have with The Sims 3 are pretty easy to fix. I used to be a Sims 3 channel. I literally have a 17 generation save. It's like 120 in-game weeks, and it loads in like 5 minutes. And my computer is like 4 years old.
But recent packs and kits like Life and Death show The Sims 4 moving in the right direction. So pretty soon, we won't have to ask.
I was vibing with this video until that last part. Gons, homie. 10 years, a $1,400 price tag, and 92 DLC. It ain't getting better. It's definitely getting worse, man. And one quote-unquote good DLC doesn't make up for 10 years of mediocre content and a lackluster base game.
Clock that T.
All-time Lana, all-time Lana, all-time Lana. Kayla! Kayla!
I can already see the Lil Simsy stands typing angrily down below, but I have to talk about this video. This person, Alana, is actually a content creator herself. If you don't know, they were featured in my Sims Influencers Are Giving Us Brain Rot video.
So The Sims actually invited me to go to a studio and get my makeup done.
Okay.
As one of the Simmers, EA gave a makeover to or whatever, but apparently they have a very strong bond with Lil Simsy. The reason I'm even showing you this video is not to dog on this creator. It's because this video is exhibitive of the extreme parasocial relationships a lot of Sims players have with content creators. First of all, the simple act of making this video,
Lana, all-time Lana. Again, a legend. Comment legend. All-time Lana. All-time Lana. All-time Lana. All-time Lana.
is parasocial in and of itself.
What the hell?
But it's the way this creator reacts so emotionally to Lil Simsy entering her live stream or something.
Kayla! Kayla!
It's so freaking weird to me, bro. I would say this to any other person who reacted this way to any content creator. Why are you so invested in a YouTuber you see on a screen that it elicits this kind of emotional reaction? It's bizarre. When I see people obsessing over celebrities or influencers and stuff, it always comes across as very strange and almost cultish to me. But the caption of this video says, "She's made me almost cry many times." What? Why in the hell are we crying over Lil Simsy?
That's a good question.
And on the off chance that the person who made that video is watching this one, I doubt they are, but just to reiterate, this is not an attack on you. I'm just using your video as an example to highlight what I see as a pretty big problem in the Sims community. This video was supposed to be funny, but then it got sort of serious in the end. Sorry about that.
Two of the kids are a mixture of both built by and
Okay, that last video ruined everything because we have found ourselves in Lil Simsy fan cam territory. What the fuck? Oh my god. How do I reset the algorithm? If you're still watching, send help.